The President of the European Commission, José Manuel Barroso, opened the second European Forum of the outermost regions on Monday. Meeting with leaders and representatives from Europe's outermost regions, the President expressed the Commission's continued commitment to support European investment in the 8 far-flung territories belonging to 3 EU countries, namely Spain, France and Portugal, and help them in their efforts for more growth, jobs and competitiveness. He said the European Commission will cooperate to develop the region's strengths, making use of their singular geographic position. On Tuesday, President Barroso travelled to Strasbourg to attend the plenary session of the European Parliament. Addressing the parliamentarians on the outcome of the 2-day European Council and Euro Area Summit held in Brussels the week before, he said that the meetings had delivered results that should strengthen confidence in Europe's financial stability and pave the way for the future. He recalled that consolidation and sustainable growth go hand in hand, and that it was therefore important that a compact for growth and jobs was agreed, mainly based on proposals by the Commission. President Barroso sketched out the need to urgently embark on the path towards a banking union, fiscal union, economic and political union, and reiterated that the process must combine the necessary deepening of the euro area with openness towards the member states who want to join the euro and with safeguards for those who have an opt-out. He further highlighted the significance of the future EU budget as our most important instrument for targeted investment and indispensable tool for growth and jobs. He maintained that it would therefore be a strong political and economic signal if we could reach agreement on the multi-annual financial framework by the end of this year. During the debate, he called on leaders and parliamentarians to tell the same in their capitals as they do in Brussels, and voiced strong criticism of some leaders' reactions after the summit.
I did not like at all the atmosphere following the last European Council, when I saw some claiming victory over the others. This is not the way to do things in Europe. Either we win together or we'll be defeated together. What we need is a strong European team. It is true that there are in Europe different financial cultures, different perceptions, different sensitivities. It is true, but let's be honest, sometimes it's not between the North and the South. Sometimes you find those differences in the very same country. But when I'm worried is when I see some people speaking about the North and the South, making some kinds of easy generalizations, because those who know European history know how negative was the role of prejudice and the complex of superiority of one part of Europe over the other. All the countries of Europe, and some of us are here as countries for many, many centuries. We had greatest moments of glory and very dark moments in our history. And we should be humble when we speak about history. And we should not forget that the European project was made precisely to avoid these divisions of the past and the demons that existed in European history. That is why I don't like when I see heads of government getting out of a European Council and saying, I won against the others. This is exactly the wrong message. This is exactly the way to defeat. And the message I think we together, European Community institutions, the Commission and European Parliament have to send is, we are on this together, and together we'll be able to overcome this crisis. I thank you for your attention.
In the debate on the outcome of the Danish presidency in the first half of 2012, he praised the Danish Prime Minister Helle Thorning-Schmidt and the Danish government for its 6-month presidency of the European Union at a challenging time. He welcomed in particular the conclusions of the second European semester of economic policy coordination, as well as agreements on key proposals to enhance growth and stability in Europe, the Energy Efficiency Directive and the European patent. He commended the traditional commitment of Denmark to green growth and outlined areas where more ambition would be desirable, for example on the governance of the Schengen area. The parliamentary debate on Wednesday on the incoming Cypriot presidency took place in the presence of President Dimitris Christofias, who outlined his vision of his country's first presidency of the European Union. Jose Manuel Barroso welcomes Cyprus's political goal to create a more effective Europe with better social cohesion, and said he could count on the support of the European Commission to achieve this. He said he was fully confident that Cyprus would live up to the task. On Thursday evening, together with the College of Commissioners, President Barroso travelled to Nicosia in Cyprus to attend the official opening ceremony of the Cyprus EU presidency. The event took place at the ancient amphitheatre at Kourion on the southern coast of the country. The next morning, Cyprus President Christofias welcomed President Barroso at the Presidential Palace for an exchange of views on the main priorities of the Cyprus presidency. Later on, the Commission held a series of individual and plenary meetings to discuss the presidency's work programme in the different policy areas, with special emphasis on fostering growth. President Barroso reiterated the Commission's full support at a time when the European Union is entering an important new phase of integration. On Friday, the Commission expressed its concern about current developments in Romania, especially regarding actions that appear to reduce the effective powers of independent institutions like the Constitutional Court.